People who know me well would describe me as being energetic and enthusiastic, and then I communicate passionately. And that's really the subject of today's tip. There was an occurrence with my partner Bill that I'm going to share with you because it gave some real insights into that. Now, Bill is a very observant and insightful person. In fact, he and I have many conversations in which even the most mundane things give rise to very deep thoughts. And this particular occasion was one of those. In this, I was making dinner. Now, I don't get the opportunity to make dinner for the two of us very often. We're very busy, we eat out often. So this was, in my mind, a bit of an event. And as I had been purchasing the food for the meal, and then I was cutting it up and then preparing it, I was getting pretty excited. And I kept saying, man, this is going to be so good. Oh, man, it smells so wonderful. I can't wait to sit down for this. Until finally, when we did sit down to dinner, I said, you are going to love this. It is so awesome. At which point, Bill said, you know, when you are so exuberant, you actually don't give people the space to have their own experience. And I responded, well, I'm just being my authentic, excited self. And he said, yeah, but you know what? You prevent people from coming to their own conclusions in their own authentic way. Now, I'll tell you, that really took me back. I was like, whoa. And I took it to heart. And I thought about it, and you know what? He was right. Now, I can say that I was just being my authentic self, and that would be true. Not my entire authentic self, because I have many other facets other than my passionate, enthusiastic, energetic self. But what I did was I forgot the number one, the cardinal rule of good communication, which is to understand who I was communicating with. And after that, then looking at what aspects of my authentic self to bring to the table. Now this, when I'm in a speech or I'm in front of a group, I always think about the audience first. But what I realized, that here was a conversation. This is a conversation with the person I live with, I spend most of my time with. And I didn't think of it in that situation. So this, this tip is really about being clear about who your audience is in any conversations, whether it be your spouse or your kids or your neighbor or your colleague or your boss or whoever. That always, even in those conversations, to be clear who you're communicating with and bring your authentic self that's appropriate to who they are so that they can have their authentic experience too. So I have to confess that tapping down some of my enthusiasm, I'm a work in progress about that, as you may be in some of your authentic expressions. But nonetheless, the number one thing always, in all aspects of your life, no matter what you're communicating, know who you're communicating with. Give them the space to have their own experience in their own authentic way while you're being your authentic self. Oh, and by the way, the meal was awesome. And I'll see you next time.